I am Solange Alfred. Welcome to the Hts Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The Epoll is brought to you by the Labrie Cooperative Credit Union.
We're here for beginnings, endings, and everything in between. For the startups, the slow starts, for the early risers, and the end-of-day finishers. For the career jugglers, high flyers, and for everyone who's ever had a goal or chased a goal. It's why we're here. Here to help you plan, track, and execute your goals so you can own a better tomorrow. Labrie Cooperative Credit Union. One member and one goal at a time. Call us today. Telephone 459-6900. Labrie Cooperative Credit Union. We are not a bank. We are better.
Questions are being asked about how, if, and when St. Lucia will retrieve the $7.3 million paid to Radical Investments, Inc. for the purchase of COVID-19 vaccines. As it turned out, Radical Investments, Inc. claims to have been duped by the people and companies it engaged to secure the vaccines. The matter is before the courts in Florida with suits and countersuits. So we ask, should the government of St. Lucia sue Radical Investments, Inc. for the $7.3 million paid to the company to purchase COVID-19 vaccines? We tied the numbers on our voting platforms, and here is how you voted. 94% said yes, and 6% said no. We also took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
I find they're taking too long. It's high time that all those governments be very objective, especially with the taxpayers' money. They should be able to utilize our money effectively for the people of St. Lucia.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, what I've done, I've been done, So Radical Investment, the government should have never do business with a company named Radical Investment in the first place, you understand?
Yes, they're supposed to do that because the country need money. To run it, we need money here.
Why, if Radical Investment has agreed to give the $7.3 million back, what's with the suing them? And didn't the Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister, agreed to this because he was trying to get ahead of the COVID and see if he could get St. Lucians vaccinated? That's why he was so anxious to do it. So if they've agreed to get the money back because of fail of delivery, why sue them? If you're going to get your money back, why sue? Isn't it frivolous?
I believe they should. Because the mere fact that the ex-Prime Minister said that he carried out his due diligence says that the company is genuine, but at the same time, I'm thinking, is that another shell company? So they're going to filter the money through. But it's worth it if the government follows that path and just pursue it.
I think a proper investigation have to be made for that, because that is not to say is a peanuts butter money. That money, for us as a small country, we'll call it a lot of money. So we have to make a proper investigation in terms of trying to get things right, because you see, sometimes it had happened before. Sometimes we just let things let go, and sometimes when you really look at all the time, is the country that have to repay for it. So if there is any wrongdoing in that money, I think the person that is found guilty should pay for it. You can't just let that just go.
I find that is a good bit of money. So if they sign a check for the company for vaccine and the company cannot give them the vaccine, they will have to do an investigation because the money has to be paid back. We can't lose all that money. So if it's sue, we have to sue the company. Well, so be it. But they have to get the money back or the vaccines.
I see way you're supposed to see you. Because sous order bagay, sous pay la hon pour un bagay, right? Et ou pas ni. Ou supposé sous yo pour joindre la hon. Because actuellement, pays a pas ni la hon. Nous en trois kek nous ka descend. Oui bouze sous yo pour la hon. Right?
Thanks for those responses. Now to our new discussion. Prime Minister Philip Joseph Pierre has stated his government's intention to adopt a more regionalist foreign policy approach to addressing many of the common concerns and challenges that face small island developing states. In his maiden address to the United Nations General Assembly, Prime Minister Pierre noted the impact of climate change and the COVID-19 pandemic on the region. So we ask, do you support the government's new foreign policy approach in dealing with common challenges confronting the region? Voting is easy. Just log on to htssenusha.org or Facebook at HTS Senusha Official and vote. Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and a new discussion.